have two from each class, just one.
I was thinking they'd be here today.
Huh?
I was thinking they'd be here today.
They are, she's got to put down.
PM, so. Already, we'll call the pre-council to order. All right. Good evening. I'd like to call the Satsuma City Council, our pre-council meeting to order for our regular council meeting for February the 7th, 2023. In our pre-council, we generally have a little less formal and speed through the agenda and try to see if we can answer or put as much to address as much as we can at that time. All right. Call to order. Invocation. Who did the invocation last? Ms. Reese, would you mind giving the invocation today?
Sure, I can do that.
Roll call. It appears that we have all of the elected officials here. Jay said he would be late getting here tonight, that he had a deposition or something that was having him late, but he would be here for the meeting. Fire chief is out of town. All right, the agenda for tonight, I think recognitions, we got the Lee kids coming in at 7 tonight, so I think that needs to be added under where we usually have been putting it, so.
Under recognition.
Ain't that where you've listed them last couple times they came?
We just weren't sure if they were gonna be here. Apparently, Miss Giles was out for the week, so they just had it up here.
Okay. All right, our visitors tonight that we have are Bertie Jones to request waiving the fees for the Steel Creek Lodge on April the 24th, 2023. Ms. Jones, are you here? Okay, so she's apparently not here. The second person that's on our agenda tonight is Cindy Johnson to discuss Wright Park drainage issues and bleachers. Is she still wanting to be on the
I haven't
agenda?
heard back from her. I had one lady who called and removed hers, but I haven't heard anything else.
Okay, the C, Shawana Alvarez, requesting waiving the fees for Steel Creek Lodge on May the 11th.
She's there. Can she come up now to talk?
Sure,
She was wondering if she could do it. Okay.
sure. Please, if you would, for the record, just state your name and address.
Hi, my name is Shauna Alvarez. My address is 122 Baldwin Road, apartment 36 in Satsuma.
Okay. What's the request that you're making for on the,
I was requesting for the Spirit of Satsuma Band Banquet that we have annually at Steel Creek to see if we could get the fees waived. And of course, we would still pay the cleaning fee. I believe it was the $125.
What day?
Oh, I'm sorry. May 11th, I believe it is. It's a Thursday night.
yes, higher than that. I'm not sure.
I think that
On
cleaning,
Thursday
Oh,
night.
shit, I think she's got that.
I think our cleaning fee has went up to $275.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I don't have a problem with it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Miss Moore said that date's available.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
And it's for the Spirit of Satsuma Band?
Yes, sir.
If it's not rented, there's, any questions from the council? At the meeting, somebody want to make a motion to?
I can make it.
I'll second it.
Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
All righty. Make sure we list that on the calendar for the. Okay. Carla Taylor to request sponsorship for the Satsuma High School girls softball. Okay. Well, apparently,
Nobody's right here. I talked with, Ms. Taylor, and she, wants to give the sponsorship for the girls softball.
Yeah, the forms are under your visitor section.
They did that?
We're requesting.
I asked her to come
Requesting
and
sponsorship.
speak.
She was
She's
requesting
wanting
the
to renew the
sponsorship.
$75 sponsorship that the city did last year.
That's what's on the items of discussion, same thing.
Yes, sir. It's
Yeah.
on the signs.
okay.
I don't know. That's a high school, right? Girls' high school.
That's
softball?
it, SHS, I hope it is. I don't have any problem with, if y'all,
Do you want me to make a motion with that?
sure, got it. Anybody want to
I'll
make a second?
it.
All right. Okay, going down, is there anybody else that's come in that would like to address the council? Ms. Britt?
I'm Betty Britt, 176 Elvira Avenue, and I'm here to represent Northside Cruisers. We do the car show in conjunction with Swamp Fest. We just need to make a request to have Old 43 blocked by barricade from where Baker Road intersects at Gator Drive to Maple, and use of the City Hall parking lot out here for Swamp Fest. And we've done that in the past. We do use Old 43 for cars in the show, but we only use one lane to leave one lane open for emergency vehicles. And they would be barricaded by, barricades that could be moved
Right.
if the need arises.
We need to do that in the motion.
Yes, I think that probably should require a motion to,
I can second it.
Thank y'all.
okay, but I'd like to get specifics. I think we're going to have the police chief and the fire chief to attend the meeting next Monday night to get exactly where we need to place the barricades.
Well, we
And,
normally furnish the barricades if the city has a problem with not having enough.
Okay, good.
We're tracking to have an officer at each location. Also spoke with Ms. Benson.
Right.
She was not able to make it tonight, was requesting that we block Gator Road off at the front of the high school for traffic coming through, because the mayor's doing that part on it. I told her that if she couldn't make it, I would bring it up to let you and council know. Maybe it would be better on
Yeah, I think we can actually do it at the next meeting. That's still, we still got a meeting between now and then, so
Put
that
it on
way
the
they can,
agenda For the next one.
yeah, I mean, we're going to block it just, but I'd like to go ahead and give y'all the luxury or give them the luxury of moving it around, after next Monday's meeting when they're, and hopefully y'all can be it or have a representative at the meeting next Monday night. They're held at the community center.
Yeah, I've got that on my calendar.
Okay, and like I said, we'll have the police chief and fire chief, or at least somebody from each of the departments, and all there, so,
Mayor Sarpsey did call today. They
Okay.
are gonna be able to try
Okay,
to
thank
send
you.
a map.
trying to have a map blown up for y'all that has the whole area here, so we can look at ingress, egress to the area, and, because last year, I think we kind of got crowded, I think y'all may have
Well,
more
we
cars
didn't
than,
prepare for that many cars last year. We had no idea that many would show up.
well, I hope y'all have that many this year, and from what I hear, they're expecting a good crowd. It's looking good.
We've already had some pre-registers for it.
Good. Let's hope that it'll go well. Thank you, Betty. Anybody else? Okay, going on the mayor's report. several things, but they're basically all things that we've discussed. At our next meeting, we may have to come in and do a pre-council at 5:30, because hopefully the audit will be completed at that time. I think we have got the information that they've needed, and she said that they are now finalizing the report.
It'll be on the 21st.
28th.
28th. Remember, we are moving, I'm thinking, Mr. Skelton, we are moving the next council meeting. Will be moved due to Mardi Gras. So it will be 3 weeks from tonight, if that's, what will that be on the,
28th?
yes, sir, it'll be moved to the 28th, I guess.
I'll be here the 28th, Mayor.
Okay. All right. I think we'd already moved it because of Mardi Gras Day, not having.
I
it.
didn't know, so,
I think that was on what we voted on at the first of the year on our schedules.
yeah. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I won't be here for the audit, it's the only thing.
Okay. We're going to get you a copy of it, even if you're not here, Mr. Phillips.
Answer questions, I might just give you.
Okay, we'll get that for you. The sidewalks, I hope y'all have had a chance to go around the city and look at those. They're looking pretty good, I think. And it looks like the project went pretty well and pretty smooth once they finally got the okay and got started on them. So we just got some paperwork in this afternoon, but I think everything is pretty well consistent with what we'd already voted on and approved. So, if there's any questions on that? If there are no questions on that. Still proceeding slowly on the chapel. It's, they have got some additional work done since our last meeting, but I think some of this weather has slowed that project down. The intersection in front of the pilot at Pennsylvania Crossing, it has definitely caused some of the traffic congestion that we were afraid would happen. But all in all, I think that AlDOT and Middleton Construction are doing the best they can to keep the project moving. I do know they did run into a little problem whenever they dug out some of the base was not what they had, and they had to have AlDOT come back, and then, you know more than I do, but remember they had to send it out for the testing, geo-testing of the soil that was there and all before they allowed them to put it back, but they said that they still feel like they can finish it within the time frame. It did slow it down, so, like I said, most of the people that I've heard from say they knew that that area was going to be backed up during this construction, but hopefully we could get that and completed and make other improvements in that intersection. Robbie has sent a email I didn't get to today, but I tried to get it. Was you able to get it to council? A copy where y'all can see on the Go Mesa what they are doing.
It's this one that I just gave you.
So
GMC on it.
I apologize, but we just got that, so I didn't really have time to review it and get it in the packet for tonight's meeting, but I did want you to see it. There again, from what I've been told, some of the pilings still look really good, and then they got some that's in areas that's, rotted out that they're replacing. So I think up around the front near the launch area and where the shed was some of the worst pilings, they said. Thought that was strange. I would have figured it would have been out, closer to the river or the white, deeper water and all. What is y'all's schedule like to set up the police chief interviews? I figured we would do those in the evening. I was wanting to know if there were certain days would be better for y'all's schedule than the others. I was thinking something like 5:30, 6 o'clock, 45 minutes to an hour for each applicant. Maybe try to do, we have 9 applicants, if that's correct, on the, what you told me that we have now. So if we could do 3 a night, we would need to do 3 nights.
What we talking about doing this in?
Well, I mean, I feel like we need to give them at least a week. So we could,
We do have one that's in Arizona.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
so we would have to
He
give
had called
several,
He had called and asked if, you know, he needed to fly out or if he was able to do a Zoom or something. I was gonna let you know.
somebody traveling that far, I would be
He said he
okay
would be
for a
willing
Zoom.
to drive or fly, but
But I would think anybody that's within an hour or two should have to drive. That would be my thoughts.
they also, they're still interested.
Man,
Yes, sir.
Are you wanting to start like this week or?
No, no,
after-
I wouldn't-
After
no.
Mardi Gras?
Well, if we wait till after Mardi Gras, you're gonna have to wait till the week of the 27th. And I don't think doing it the week of Mardi Gras. We could look at starting next week, doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Of course, Thursday, I think, is court and the municipal dinner, so it'd be hard to do that. Is there any way we could do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Because if we can't do it next week, then I'm sure Mr. Phillips is gonna say he's gonna be, he would wanna be a part of that. And you're saying you're out of town the week of
I'm
the
gonna be out of
27th?
town from the February 25th till the 2nd of May.
What if we do 22, 23, 24?
Do it on a Friday night? 22, 23, and 24?
That's, I mean, I'm available. I'm not available the 15th. Well, the 13th, the 15th through the 21st.
Friday wouldn't be good.
No.
No?
Well, I don't, it's, Okay. We'll have a council meeting on the 28th, and then we'll have one on the 7th. I guess we could wait and do it. And that would give everybody, if that's what we need to do.
Satsuma's football banquet is also the 23rd. High school football banquet that night.
Well, if we did, the week of the 27th, that'd be February 27th. No, you're out of town that week until the 20,
Are you going to a football
I am.
the 28th, you said, Bubba, you'll return, 25th to
No,
the
May
20
1st.
March 1st.
I'm sorry, March.
It's a long vacation.
Yeah.
I can't afford to stay no longer.
Well, let me ask this question. If there's 9 applicants, I feel like the top two or three, we would bring back for a second interview. So, because I would want to do a background, I feel like, or have time to explore any of the answers that was given. So, I mean, there may be 2 interviews, what I'm saying. What would y'all think about that?
There are 2, I want to be in both.
Well,
I mean, I'm only asking you to block out 5 days. And I can be here at any other times. We can start next week.
Are we in a hurry? Is there a certain deadline we have to be, have this done by?
I mean, we're not, just like to fill the position, so we, but. I mean,
That'll
it's
you
just,
start, the second week in March right there. Just whatever, I just can't make them days right there.
I'm good with the second week in March.
second week in March, the 7th is a council meeting, so we could do Monday,
Right.
6, 8, 9?
6, 8, 9. Okay, that's what we'll shoot for. I'll
What time do
get,
you wanna start?
I'd say the first one, it's 5 o'clock, give you all adequate time.
So 3 on each night,
That's what I would recommend.
5 o'clock, 30-minute intervals?
I'd say 45 at least,
Block out an hour.
yeah. That'd be March 6, 8, 9. Okay.
Oh, I won't be here on the 9th, but that's okay. I'm sorry. I'm busy.
Okay. Like I said, I feel like there's going to be two for whoever it is, so it ain't like.
Sure, we'll see him again.
Travis, real quickly, and I'm just going to stop, let the council go. But you want to discuss that drainage issue that we're having there? Where we put the sidewalk along Old 43 from Powers back up to Thomas. If you'll notice, we found we got into that ditch and the culverts were stopped up. We've replaced the culverts. But the headwater is still, or the head wall there on the, which I guess would be on the north side of Thomas there.
Still holding water, and there's a high place there. And, we wanna bring it down when the water will drain off of Thomas. You know, the only way to do that is to put a concrete flume in it. 'Cause I met with, Alan and a couple of engineers up there this morning. That's the best way to solve the issue, I mean, for 100 years. So, that way we won't have that problem there anymore. So we had the ditch dug out on the south end, so where the water would get out of there. But it's also needing concrete at the end of the culvert. So it won't whirl and create erosion there. So you can fix it, or you can kick the can and it'll be a big problem later on down the road. I think that's the best way to do it.
They give us a rough estimate of $8,500 to do the project. And that was, he just gave that today. I mean, he didn't have the numbers ready this morning when he called me. So that's what he gave Travis this afternoon. What's your,
It's best to do it while the contractors are still here, so you won't have to pay more for bringing it back out. They already have everything they need.
we're also asking to work with the county to help us put more of those reflective posts down Old 43. If you've looked at that size of that ditch in there, somebody
dug
ran off
out.
in it. It's, but we had to kind of do that to keep the water draining, to get it on, back down to where we get rid of it.
I've just got I know there's a lot of unknowns a lot of times that go in construction, but I think what were we on that concrete pipe? 15 grand there under the road?
That's pretty close. 15, maybe 16.
About 15 or 16 there. Now we're gonna be another 8 or 9. So, I mean, the dollar's starting to add up quick. That's my concern. At the same time, you know, it's, is it just holding water? Is it not draining? What's the,
It's holding water in the street, causing the Thomas right there, you know, it's a bad spot anyway. Simply because the water, the culverts were stopped up at the beginning. I mean, you're talking 40 years, I'm talking about roots all the way through it. So that happened. Regardless of the water you get across there, it's still holding. I mean, if you ever ride through there in the rain, you'll see. You'll be able to see where, I mean, I have pictures I can show you.
yeah, I'm just trying to, is it the pipe that was replaced is still holding water?
In front of it, Jason.
So this water you're talking about is not actually getting to that pipe, right?
That's correct. Just holding in the road.
See right here, it's on the north end. You See that trench they had put there, in order for the water, this whole section right here.
It's gonna wash out.
All that needs to be lowered.
In order for that water to get off.
I got you.
And it's standing over in here?
Right.
Yeah.
See the section right here? See how you can see how the road is,
Yeah,
Cracking up. I got you.
so I met with Alan this morning, a couple of engineers, that's the best way to fix it.
Got you.
And then, here too, the same road is gonna pass and go to the next time. So if you fix it now, then we pave it, you don't have to be done then.
Shouldn't there be no more water standing there.
Got you.
But you're absolutely right. A lot of our little projects now are starting to see the price tag come in on them, so.
Oh, yeah.
Are y'all okay with us proceeding to complete that?
I have no problem with it.
Thank you. Okay, thanks, Travis. Okay, I don't have anything else. If we can go through, Mr. Little?
Mayor, I just got a couple of reports, the senior report and got a little inspection report, and that's basically gonna be about it. We can ease on through.
Okay, Mr. Butler?
Mayor, if you want to, I can give the calls for the police department and for the calls for fire, if you want to. Or if you want to wait till the regular.
Yeah. Maybe just, we'll just wait and move on. That's good. We'll give them.
All right, that'd be good.
Mr. Skelton?
I just had a couple calls over the past couple of weeks about the resurfacing on Old 43. Have we signed off on our portion of that, or? Because one of the reasons I'm asking is because I don't think it was, I don't think, you can tell that it wasn't tied back in to the east-west roads. So when you coming west on Orange Avenue, when you approach Old 43, it's a pretty good hump. And I've had a few people concerned about that. And it's not just Orange, but it's some of the other roads too that have a pretty good sized speed table, so to speak. So they were asking if we could talk with whoever we need to talk to about maybe getting that milled back down and tied in a little better.
You make a note for contract Neil Schaefer's who we go through.
Yes.
That's the inspecting.
All right. That's all I have.
We have had them come back on a couple of complaints.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Mr. Skelton. Ms. Reese?
Yes, sir. You've probably seen on social media that baseball and softball registration are well underway. So if you're thinking about joining, now's the time. Also, Heather mentioned to me that I need to get the schedules from each of those organizations so she can mark the book, because other people were requesting to use the fields. So we want to make sure that we get the youth associations down first. And that's all.
Yeah, I've certainly seen there's a lot of activity been around the parks the last few days there.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Phillips?
Mayor, I just have normal business. I'll bring it up at the regular meeting.
Okay. Okay. We'll have payment of the bills.
I get that.
I'll second it.
The next item, B, discussion and consideration of sponsoring Satsuma girls softball in the amount of $75. Was that going,
I think some.
was that
y'all want me
related
talk
to the
about that?
same thing as the D earlier?
I think it was part of D.
Okay.
I'll make a motion.
All right, we'll take it, as-
Second.
yeah. So it's part of the same thing. Handle it one time and it'll be done there. Okay. Well, that's all we have on the agenda tonight, so, Ms. 6:31, so that gives us almost a half hour, so we'll let the key kids get in and get seated, and, hopefully have a nice, smooth meeting. So, anyway, we appreciate it, and for all of you joining us for the first time, we will reconvene the council meeting at 7 PM. We do a couple of order of business things that we have to do to get the meeting started, but probably within 5 minutes, we will go to the key kids and let y'all get out of here, and then we'll return to our regular business. We really appreciate y'all coming. Thank you, and we'll see you here in about 25 or 30 minutes. Well, after the meeting tonight, so.
Would we want to, like, this is what we all created, you know, a couple years back. Want to make this like a little.
Have anything before we get going? Bubba, you about ready? Jason, you ready? Gotta find our clerk. But didn't realize she got up. Sitting right there, turn around.
Only sometimes I can breathe.
You see, none of 10.
Heather, you ready? Ready? Okay. They just asked on the other end. I don't know. They didn't say.
Yeah, Claire.
Amy Claire.
Ready now? Good evening. I'd like to call the Satsuma City Council to order for our regular meeting of February the 7th, 2023. Just a reminder when we start the business, and if you would, if you got a cell phone, please remember to either turn it off or at least silence it so it won't disrupt the meeting. In just a moment, we start all of our council meetings with prayer followed by the pledge. So in just a moment, I'm going to ask Councilmember Allison Reese tonight to give the invocation. So when you do stand, please remove your hats, stand and remain standing for the pledge, and we hope that the key kids will help us to say the pledge. So thank all of you for coming, and we're going to try to speed this first part of it up and get y'all out so y'all can go home and get ready for school tomorrow. Thank y'all for coming tonight. Ms. Reese. Stand, please.
Let us pray. Father God, we come to you tonight and we thank you for your many blessings. We ask that you be with our first responders and keep them safe. We ask that you put your hedge of protection over these children here in this room. We ask that you lead them and guide them and protect them. We ask all of this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Reese. Okay, Ms. Davis, give me a roll call, please.
Councilmember Little,
Present.
Councilmember Skelton,
Present.
Councilmember Reese,
Present.
Councilmember Butler, Councilmember Phillips,
Here.
Mayor Barlow.
Here. Please let the record reflect that all are here, including the city clerk, the city attorney, our acting police chief, and the building inspector. So everyone, with the exception of our fire chief, who is out of town at a conference. So the next thing we have tonight is our agenda. We've kind of covered in our pre-council, which started at 6 o'clock. If there are any late add-ons or anything, I don't believe there's any objection or anything, so as long as it's nothing major. Can I get a motion just to approve the agenda?
I'll make the motion.
Motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Mr. Butler to approve the agenda. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Shall we approve that? Also, we got the minutes from our last meeting, which was January the 17th, 2023. I think you were emailed a copy of the minutes a couple of days ago, but they are in your packet tonight.
I've read those too, so I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Butler and seconded by Mr. Little to approve the minutes as distributed. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Okay. Now for what I think most of y'all are probably here for, the Key Kids recognition. We will, in just a moment, go out front and we'll call out the name of each student who's getting the award tonight, and we'll allow you to take pictures so we're not in a big rush. I'll shake hands and call your name. Come by Miss Davis, and she will help you with the ladies, and come by and shake each of the council members' hands, kind of walk around, and that's the way we're doing it. When we complete it, we usually take about a no more than 10-minute recess, so if anybody wants to take any other pictures or talk, or they have any questions, because some of you, it's the first time you come, you will not come again probably, and I don't blame you, some of these meetings are boring and long. But we do appreciate y'all coming tonight. And we say this at every one of these events. Congratulations to the students who receive these awards or any award, whether it be for the academics, the sports, the musical awards. We just couldn't be more proud of our school system, the students, and, sitting here at the table, we have the opportunity to see some of those or hear from them as they've graduated in the last few years, and it's amazing to me, the product of students that they're putting out and where they're going, and it's real exciting to be the mayor and see some of our young graduates that are having big jobs in big cities. I just hate so many of them have gone so far away, but we will encourage y'all to stay involved in the school, stay involved in whatever activities you have, and like I said, we appreciate y'all doing that, and the parents that take part and help make Satsuma and our surrounding communities what it is. So thank y'all very much, and if it's okay with the council, I'll move to the front, and we will start the presentation and let y'all get out of here at a decent time. Okay, someone come back.
You're good.
Come on back. Okay, our first person tonight, the first student, 6th grade, Hudson Williams. Hudson? Hello, Hudson. Congratulations. Let's turn around here so you don't get that picture there. You got that. Thank you. Congratulations. The next recipient, Adeline Jernigan. Adeline. Congratulations. Turn around here. There you go. Fifth grade, Morella Dees. Morella? there you are. Congratulations. Did I pronounce that name right? I did. Well, thank you. Hayes Anderson. Hayes? Congratulations, Hayes. I wonder where you got that name from. Look around.
Good job, man.
Madison Sellers. Madison? Congratulations. Let's turn around right here so your mother gets up there. There you go. Congratulations. Malayla Walker. Malayla? I pronounced it wrong? I didn't. Malaya, okay. Well, here, let's turn around so we can get, well, I'm sorry for that wrong. There you go. Congratulations.
Good job.
Kylie Kane. Kylie? How are you? Congratulations. How was that? Let's turn around there so you can. There you go. Congratulations. Mia Mosley. Going to the fourth grade, Savannah Nason.
Good job.
Ariana Selena. Ariana. Come on around here now. Get you up. Congratulations. Lily Bartlett. Lily. Congratulations, Lily. Thank you for coming up tonight. Just turn around there. There you go. There. Liam Goodwin. Liam, hey, Liam, how are you? Right here. There you go. Third grade now, Kellen Gunter. Kellen. Congratulations. Jackson Copley. Jackson. There he is. There you go. Hey, buddy. Congratulations, man. Come on, let's turn around like this again. You got a picture. There you go. Got it. Good job. David Jones. David. Thank you. Congratulations. Ella Kate Odom. Ella Kate, here she is. Thank you. Here you go.
Good job.
Okay, going to the second grade now. Bella Tompkins. Bella. Carter Brannon. Carter? Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey, Carter, getting good on you, buddy. Since I saw you growing up, let me get that. Good, thank you. Next is Kingston Sales. Kingston? Hey, buddy. Let's turn around, hold that thing. Good, yes, sir. Come on around this way, get you another plate. Emerson Williams. Hey, man. Come on, grab that. There you go. Let's turn around and let Mom get that picture. Got it. Here we go. Come on around. Thank you. Okay. William Huback. William, here you are. Hey, buddy. Congratulations, man. Let's turn around right here. Let's get that picture. Hey, good job, man. Lily Louise Mahoney. Lily, come on. Good. Haley Grace Garrett. Okay. Hello. Congratulations. Let's get this. Turn around the other way so they can get a photograph. There you go. There you go. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. More like you to put spray or whatever it was. I was like,
Okay, our first graders. Addison Roberts. Addison. Okay, I'm sorry. Snuck up on us. Here. Okay. Levi Copley. Levi. Congratulations, man. This has been accomplished. Hold that there so Dad can get that picture. There you go. Got it? Good. Hey, come this way right here. Congratulations.
Good job, man.
Julian Batar. Hey, Julian. Hope I said that right. Congratulations. There you go. Let's turn around, hold that so we can. There you go. Preston. Hey. Hello, Preston. How are you, buddy? Thank you for coming up here. There you go. That's good, man.
He ain't happy about it.
Good, man. Come on. You got some stuff for you over here. Jackson King. Jackson, woo. Man, you got a good little fan club out there.
Give me a good thing, so there you
Jack's back.
Okay, now for our kindergartners, Skylar Waits. Skylar?
You can hold that. There you go, that's yours. Right here, there you got to come through.
Peyton Waits. Isaac Poole. Isaac? Hey, Isaac.
Is that a, what, is this a cat? No, a cheetah.
Kathleen Weaver.
You get to.
Catherine. Okay, Catherine. I'm sorry. Catherine, come right here. Congratulations.
What's the teacher say about it?
Turn around this way.
You forgot?
She's right behind you, there you go, like that.
That is so cute. I would have had one of those. I would have one right now, but.
Come this way.
I was like petting it. I was like, this lady is. What did your teacher say? She said, I forgot.
Annabelle Kaiser. Annabelle, hey.
Hello, Annabelle. You're just getting so big. Turn around here and just picture that. You got it. There you go. Come around this side. Go that way.
Jones Socia. Jones? Hey, Jones. Okay, our last award tonight, Wyatt New. Wyatt, oh, man.
Hey, you must know everybody up here. Why? Turn around, let's let them take them pictures there. So you got to hold up so you see it. Got it? Okay. See this other, got one more, there you go. I think that's it.
Okay, we're going to take about 5 minutes and let everybody that wants to leave or get any pictures, please come by. You're welcome to stay, but if I were y'all, I'd probably rather leave too. So y'all have a good night and thank you again. Congratulations to those award winners. Sure.
I remember him now.
Okay, I'd like to call the Satsuma City Council back to order. It's 7:30 now, and we'll go into our regular order of business and move on down. Our next place where we take back off is visitors tonight. We were able to address some of the concerns of a couple of people on the agenda earlier, but there may be a couple that have come in now that need to express what their plans are. First one listed to speak, Bertie Jones. Please, ma'am, come to the front, and if you would like, just pull the mic back around. I'm sorry I forgot to do that as I walked away. Just state your name and address if you would, and tell us what your request is here tonight, and we'll see if we can work with you on that.
Well, you know, my name is Bertie Jones, and I live in Chunchula. I think last year somebody said, well, you don't live in Satsuma. That's true. I don't live in Satsuma. I live in Chunchula. But I have a special needs bowling league, and every year y'all have been so generous with us, letting us use Still Creek Lodge and waiving the rental. But this year, everything's went up. We have a banquet. Everything's went up like crazy, especially food. So I want you to waive the cleaning fee too, because that thing has went up too. It was $100, you know. We could swing that. But everything's went up except our budget. We still have a handicap bowling league. We have 75%, should be 50-50, but it's not. We have 75% special needs and 25% volunteers. And, you know, 95% of us are on Social Security. And so we want you to waive both the cleaning fee and the rental fee for Still Creek Lodge. We appreciate it, and we'd also like for you to come and eat. Any one of you want to come and eat our food. It's very good.
I'd like to sponsor that for you.
You want to?
Yes, out of my own pocket.
Well, I appreciate that so much.
And I guess, can I make a motion that we waive the rental on the day? Okay.
Well, I think it's very nice of you to do that, so let me say that. But if we haven't waived the fee for anyone, if you just want to say that we'll let someone else make the motion and second it, we'll agree, and you just want to pay the rental or get somebody else want to do it, that way.
That way it's all clear.
Okay.
I'll make the motion to waive the rental fee.
I'll second it.
Okay, Ms. Jones has requested that we waive the rental fee for Steel Creek Lodge on April the 24th. We need to make sure it's open that day. Okay, we verified it's open that day. And we have a person who's willing to pay the rental fee, the cleanup fee.
We appreciate it so much because.
Oh, we appreciate y'all. I'm glad we're able to help. And very nice of Ms. Reese.
My daughter, she has Downs, and she'll be 61 this year. We're getting kind of old. But, you know, if we don't stand up and fight for them, nobody's going to do it. Right. If I don't ask for something, told my other two children years ago, when you got an education, you can get a car, you can do whatever you want to. But if she goes, I have to take her. And we're all in that situation, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
We hope it's a success, and maybe at least one or two of us can come by that day.
Yeah, well, y'all come on. It'll be, we're going to be there about 5 o'clock on the 24th of April, and thank you so much. Just let me know who's coming, because we'll have to have food in the table, okay?
All right, we'll make sure at least that we try to put it on the calendar that day, so everybody will,
Thank you. Thank you. I'll thank all of
comes
you.
by. Thank you, and good luck. Our second person listed tonight is Cindy Johnson, but I don't see Ms. Johnson here. Ms. Johnson may have spoke with one or two of y'all. She's got some concerns over the drainage at Wright Park. And I had Travis go up and look at it. We may be able to help them out. It's just holding water as it's settled up there around some of the ball fields. And I feel like it's something we're going to have to do. Just kind of maintenance of the area. It's not like a big special project I don't think they're looking at. So we've been fortunate enough to have a lot of rain, so Travis has been able to go and look with he and James to see. And I think James said they had worked on that several years ago, and I guess it's just kind of filled in with time, so. I told her I did not think the council had any problem of working with the parks or at the school, with the school regarding the high school field there, so that's what that was about. The C item was Ms. Alvarez, who come and spoke at the pre-council, and that was regarding waiving the fee for the lodge on May the 11th. That was for the Spirit of Satsuma band, and they did, as I understand, for the motion, agree to pay a cleanup fee. We're just waiving the fee, the rental fee. Is that okay?
That's correct.
And I think, Jason, you'd said you might make it.
I'll put that in a form of a motion.
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay, a motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Mr. Phillips. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're gonna let them have it. D, which I think is the same thing we've got listed under items for discussion and consideration as D, but we can go ahead and take care of that now. And that's a request from Carla Taylor for sponsorship for the Satsuma High School girls softball. I think it's an amount of $75, is that?
Correct. I'll put that in the motion, Mayor.
Okay. A motion to purchase an ad for the Satsuma High School girls softball for the amount of $75 made by Mr. Phillips and seconded by Mr. Skelton. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
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 Is there anybody else that's come in that would like to address the council? Okay, looks like most of the people cleared out, so I guess they wasn't here to see us tonight. Going into reports and announcements from the mayor and council. We went over a few things in the pre-council tonight. I can't think of anything we had not previously discussed. I did try to update you on some of the projects. Just in our meeting tonight, I will go over those things. First, I would like to say that unfortunately, we're still having some sickness in our community, and we've had some deaths. I'd like to point out Mr. Don Harrington, a longtime family residents of Satsuma, passed away. I think there's a services at 10 a.m. Friday morning at the Baptist Church in Satsuma, if any of you can make that. So condolences to that family if you see them. We're still planning to have an audit at the next council meeting, in which we do need to remind everyone that our next council meeting did fall on Mardi Gras Day, and due to the fact that we didn't think we'd have any attendees and almost every city government's closed in our area, we have moved the next meeting to 3 weeks from tonight, which would be February the 28th. We will try to have the audit ready for that night, so just make sure that, if you can, please let's make sure we post that around, George, that the meetings moved due to it falling on the holiday. Thanks. Okay, letting y'all know that Al and Killen Civil Southeast, the sidewalk project, and y'all may have noticed we did do a couple of repairs while they were in town. They agreed just to fix places that kind of had some cave in, just to prevent somebody, especially running in the dark or something, where you couldn't see it. So if y'all seen them working at a couple of small spots, there was a couple of repairs they made. I think the project pretty well stayed in budget and on time, so I'm hoping that they'll be like the rest of our sidewalks, really used. And we are still working with the Sharpsy on the next grant, so just so you'll know. The work seemed to slow down on the chapel, but they have been working a day or two a week, so hopefully it will continue and we can get some pretty weather and keep that going. We discussed the intersection in front of the pilot early in the morning, and the afternoon traffic, it really backs up there. We knew it would. I did speak with a contractor this morning. He said they'd run into a couple of little obstacles, just I guess like every job whenever you get into it, but seemed to be pleased with the progress they was making. He still hopes that they stay on the timetable as for now. Of course, they're like everybody else wanting good weather there for that. So if y'all get a chance, ride by Steel Creek and look at the Go Mesa project. They got us some pictures and a little information, but it was late today, so if y'all get a chance, look over the pictures or go down and look at the project while they're there. Well, get up with George or Travis. I'm sure they can show you around, help you there. We discussed setting up the police chief interviews. We'll have Heather, we will try to make sure we start contacting everyone either by the end of the week and set it up. What our intentions tonight are, and if they do change, I will let y'all know at the next meeting, but to have interviews set up on the night of March 6th, March 8th, and March 9th. Probably something along the hours of 5 to 8. Excuse me. In our pre-council, I showed y'all or gave y'all basically what we got today from Civil Southeast regarding doing the concreting of the ditch along Old 43 there, running north from Thomas to try to alleviate where the water stands in the road. After a little discussion from the council, everybody agreed for us to go ahead and proceed with that project because we do have hopes of doing some more paving and water, doing something with water that's been standing there for as long as I can remember. So, Travis, we'll give that go-ahead tomorrow. I did want y'all to make sure you saw the signs that have been put up from explosive that we had around the city. I do think they look nice. Hopefully by the next meeting, we'll have those others taken up and redone. That is all I have. If there's any questions on any things we have going on, please let me know. But if not, I'll move to public services with Mr. Little.
Mayor, the senior report, they're still meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays each week. And the Meals on Wheels program delivered 960 meals this month. 2 additional people was added to the list to make a total of 49 different clients that we take meals to. The senior transportation van made approximately 40 trips to different medical appointments. So there is we're meeting a big need for our seniors in those departments. Also, I asked George if he would kind of put together a few things as far as our permits and all, and in the inspections department, we have 28 open permits, including trade permits. We've got 12 permits have been closed this month, 6 permit requests waiting on licensing, and we have 5 new construction plan reviews. We responded to 5 nuisance calls. And then y'all, each of you's got different pictures that he give us on the larger projects that's going on right now. So, thank you, George, for doing that. That's
Yeah, those look good.
informative. I think that's all, Mayor.
Okay. Mr. Butler, Public Safety.
On in the police department, for the calls for the month, we had 489 calls for service. We got 7 calls for the felony cases. We had 11 calls for the felony arrest, 69 calls for misdemeanors cases, and then 69 calls for misdemeanor arrest, 13 traffic accidents, 60 traffic fines, and calls for the purpose month. We had 473 calls. And also in the fire department, we had calls for the month of January. We got CMS, we got 74. For the fire, we had 22, for a total of 96. And for mutual aid, we got 2. So that's all we have for that. So, that's all we have, Mayor.
Thank you. Moving on, Mr. Skelton with administration.
It is, with my, I don't know if I want to call it sorrow or what, but, Ms. Heather has turned in her, notice to resign from her city clerk position effective February 25th of 2023 with a request to be moved to supernumerary city clerk to assist with the transition of the new, person that may come in. I just want to thank you for all you've done over the last several years. You've worn many hats. You worked a lot of long hours, and we are forever indebted to you for what you've done for us. And I know I personally miss working with you, and I greatly appreciate what you've done. And also, she's requesting to be paid her unused vacation, sick, and comp time as per the personnel board. So I'm gonna make a motion that we accept this in good standing with her request.
Second.
Any discussion? Motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Ms. Reese to accept the resignation of Heather in good standing and pay her the money owed for any accumulated time that we have. I agree with that. If there's no further discussion, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
And those opposed. Okay. We wish you the very best, Heather, from all of us. Anything else, Mr. Skelton?
That's all I have.
Moving to Parks and Recreation, Ms. Reese.
Yes, sir. So I keep forgetting it, but I just remembered there's a rogue Christmas banner still out there on the loose. It's on 43 North, if you come from the south of the city. It's before you get to Oak Avenue. There's a Christmas banner hanging out. If you can maybe snag that. And also, the signs do look good, but I was hoping they would be on the front of the turn. Like, you pass the sign and then turn, because the signs are on the, already, if you pass the sign, you've gone past the turn, if that makes sense. I feel like it needs to be before you turn that you would, a directional sign. That it should be first, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go this way.
Sorry, pass the sign.
Yeah, so by the time you,
Which way you coming from, the north or south? If you're coming, I mean, I think they put them as close to where the other signs they were placed are at, didn't they? But I mean, if you got somewhere in specific, I mean, I just told them try to get it as clear as they could and close to where the signs were. I thought,
I don't think there were any at Oak there, like, for where it says police range and trash ramp and stuff. Like, once you can finally read the sign, you've already gone through the intersection. So it should be like before you get to the turn. I don't know. Anyway, that's just my opinion. And then I thought we were putting the one at Wright Park, I thought we were putting it out by the road so people who were from out of town could see it before they get to turn. Because you can't see that unless you've already passed it and you have to look back. You know where
the one
it's.
at Wright Park, they just replaced that sign. You talking about the
I didn't know they
sign
were going to
between
do
the
that. I
bridge?
thought they were putting a fresh seal on that sign, like leave that one, and they were going to put the one that we all like had looked at by the road, so people would know where to go.
We can look and see what we've got. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't.
I didn't know how if they, I don't know. Anyways, just my opinions. And then also baseball and softball signups are going on now. And I've given the baseball group theirs because they were here for key students. So they're going to get their schedules back to us so we can get them down in the books after their draft is over. So they're, I guess, recruiting now. And then softball will come pick up their packet this week and then get that turned back in so we can make sure we get them down for the fields and any practices, game schedule, tournament schedules, et cetera. And then also, if y'all are going to be downtown Thursday for the Polka Dot Parade, the Spirit of Satsuma Band is going to be the lead-out band for the Polka Dots. So they'll be at that parade, and they'll also be the following Thursday at the Stripers Parade. So that's it.
Mr. Phillips.
Mayor, I just got a few items Public Works did. First thing, they were a little shorthanded. The inmates, they've been out for 5 days due to a quarantine, and they're scheduled to return Wednesday, February the 8th. So we've been working a little shorthanded to keep up. And of course, they have been putting up a lot of new signs. Like I said, we ordered some for Harrison, Norton, and Bayou, and the Park Roof sign for Wright Park. And y'all seen with the county, we had them out Saturday doing the ditches right there coming into Bonds on 043. If you hadn't seen it, you need to look at it. It was a good job. We should not have much more problems right there with the drainage. And, of course, the sidewalks all look good. The covers at Thomas. We're also in the process of ordering more reflectors too, right there. They've dug them ditches now to try to cover it from where you come in over the tracks all the way back instead of just halfway. Leaf vacuum run, been running every week, doing a good job on it. They also cleaned ditches on Joe Donnell, 043, Pennsylvania, at Thomas and the schools. And replaced the batteries on both traffic signals and reset the device on Robert E. Lee. I've been reading where there were complaints about that wouldn't shut off. So Travis got all that fixed for us. And like I said, we also put up street signs at Carolina Street, Pennsylvania, Chattanooga, Baltimore, 3rd, 1st, US 43, which was stolen, and Bayou Avenue East, which was stolen. And that's all I got, Mayor.
Okay. Well, tonight we've got a senior report, inspections report, a police fire report, and a public works and sanitation report. And then I'm sorry I'm having computer problems. I was trying to forward the email where we have them doing a weekly report on the Go Mesa to include pictures and all, so I do appreciate that, and I hope this will make an effort to keep y'all better informed of exactly what we got going on. I do think it would slip past us, but isn't there a municipal dinner in Creola before our next meeting?
Yes, sir, on the 16th.
They did ask at the last meeting that if you're going to attend, to please let them know so they'll know how many to.
February 16th.
Yes.
Next Thursday. Anybody attending Satsuma?
I sent in a,
You sent yours.
yes, ma'am.
Two.
So,
I'll let you know tomorrow.
I just told you the spirit of Satsuma.
Oh, I forgot about
Mr. Phillips, I think she was, are you
What
going
is
to
it?
try to attend the dinner?
Yes, I told her to.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not going to be there. Were you asking? Okay, I'm sorry.
Mardi Gras.
We need to be
All
Mardi
right, the boom boom.
Gras partying.
I'll be at the parade.
Okay, since we did put the resignation on the agenda tonight, we need to, I would suggest that we move fast on trying to open that position or try to fill it. So if y'all have no objection, we may do like we did on the past ones, where we did have some responses, and let's try to advertise for any applicants that may be interested in the job. Is there any other business needs to come before the
Gotta
council?
pay the bills.
That's right, I'm sorry we didn't pay the bills. Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
We don't have to.
Yeah.
We don't have
Yeah.
to, but if we need to.
Mr. Skelton, you want to give us a count on the bills? And
Yeah, I make a motion to pay $87,274.86.
Second.
motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Mr. Phillips to pay the bills in the amount of $87,274.86.
Yep.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
one other thing I just thought about, that when we was talking about Travis and the drainage problem, I thought about one other thing that I'd like, maybe while those engineers are there and working, and doing that. Over here on Bayou, right off 43 right there, where the water stands, West Bayou. Could we maybe get them to look at that and see what that would take, maybe to, maybe try to alleviate that problem? I know we've got new asphalt just put down there, and that water is steady.
It will if they don't do something.
It's a big, big issue right there, a lot of water for a good while, but and I know we're spending money, here, but I'd at least like to maybe get a price, or if they could tell us maybe what the issue is, and.
Talking about right past the lodge there?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
and we might could address it one day, or, try to look at it.
Travis, could you go ahead, and they say it's gonna be bad rain Thursday again, and start making some photographs? I think that'd be the first step to look and see, what we got, and maybe get with James, or some of them's been around for a while, and see if there's any suggestions they may have.
Cut that curve.
Well, we can start doing
Drain
that.
that
That's a
valley.
good thing. Thank you, Mr. Little. That's a good point.
That's all.
What we done right down over 43, it's gonna drain the water.
All right. But now, once again, we'll, ask, is there anything else to come before the council before we adjourn tonight? Thank all of you for attending, and, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second, we adjourn. See y'all on 3 weeks from tonight.
Mighty quiet.